Hi, and welcome to Audit Preparation Training with C1 Risk. Today, if you're watching this video, you are somebody who might be working with your internal compliance or audit team to provide them with documentation that they need for an audit. So that makes you what we call an evidence owner. And today we're looking at this Section 5 evidence owner training. We're going to train you on how to submit that evidence in the C1 Risk platform. It's a very, very simple process, and we're going to go through all the steps with you today. So let's get into the training. So I'm actually starting in my email here. And as an evidence owner, you might see over the course of the audit or building up to the audit, any of these emails come into your platform from C1 Risk. A new document request, which is a request for you to provide a document from your audit team. They may send you a comment to give you more information about that documentation as you're working on it or after you've provided it. And they may also reject that document if you accidentally provide the wrong document. Your audit team has the ability to just send it back to you with information on how to provide the correct documentation. So we're going to go through how to manage each of these different options here today and what you can do. So let's start with the new document request. So again, you might start to see document emails coming in. They'll generally be white labeled to your own organization. And as you can see here, you just get a little bit of information and the name of the document here. And what we want to do though is we don't need to really focus too much on this email. We're going to just click on this link. And that's going to take us to the C1 Risk portal. You should have also gone through registration already or be set up with single sign-on. If you're on Active Directory or Okta or anything like that, you'll see a button here that allows you to just one-click login. And then when you do that, what our system is going to do is it's going to take you directly to what we call a document request. So this goes back to this new document request, and you can see we even put the reference number in here. And here we are in that record now. In this record now, we're going to give you a description of a lot more. We're going to provide you with a little bit more information on exactly what you need to provide. So you want to start here and read this description. We also have note a period start date and end date. Your document always needs to be either time-stamped or have been created or be relevant to this period start date and end date. Otherwise, the auditor is going to kick it back and say they need a more updated document or a document that fits within these dates. So make sure you check these dates, and we do give you a little comment about that in here. And if you're not sure what to upload, one of the great things about our platform is you have the ability to come down to attributes. And if there is previous documentation, it's going to be listed here. You'll be able to just click on a link here to go back to that. And I'm going to show you one that actually has that. So here we've got an example, different document where we see here we've got previous DR and we have a link. I recommend that you open this in a new window so you keep this document request open. So we're just going to open that in a new window. And that's going to show you then the previous evidence that you uploaded, and you can make sure that you upload the correct evidence. Okay, so now here we are back in our original document request. And so now we're ready to respond. We know which evidence we have to upload. What we're going to do is we're just going to click Add New here. And you can see here you have a couple of different options. You can just drag and drop the file that's required into the system here. You can actually add multiples if you need to, so it doesn't have to be more than one. And you can also add a URL link. Now, one thing about adding a URL link, you need to know whether your audit team has access to this system. And again, the auditor will also need to have access to this system. So before you put in a URL link to the location of the document, you might just want to think about that. And it's probably better if you actually provide the document itself in a format where both the compliance and audit team can see it, and the auditor is going to be able to look at it. Okay, great. So once you've done that, if you want to add any extra information here, just to give some more details about what you're providing for the team, you can do that. That's optional. And then once you're ready, you're just going to click attestation and click submit for approval. Now, let's say you're uploading 2 or 3 documents and one is ready, but the others aren't. Then you don't need to click this yet. We'll just click save instead. That will keep your work, and then you can go back to it at any time. And if you're worried about losing the email, don't. I'm just going to click save here, because here's another great thing about C1 Risk. You don't have to find this email or figure out what you've done. What you can do is just come into your dashboard, and it's going to tell you here all of the document requests that you've got that you need to work on in this list here. And you see I've got a kind of a long one here. It's organized by due date, so it's going to tell you the ones that are most important at the time. But here you see I've got my document request here. So when I'm ready, I can just come in. I can now I can either edit it and upload the additional documents. So I just come in to edit and upload the additional documents, and then I attest and submit for approval. Okay. Now, once that's been approved, that's going to go to a review for the audit team. Now, let's say you accidentally upload the wrong document, or you don't include enough information. Then again, what you might get is a rejection record. And again, all you need to do, it's going to say that your DRI was rejected. You just click on that link again. It's going to bring you right back in. You'll see a note from the auditor in here that tells you why you, here's a review comment. It'll also tell you which other documents you need to provide. And then you can just come in here. You'll see it's reopened again. You can edit it. You can add the additional documents and then just submit for approval again. And once this has been approved, you will actually get a notification that it's been approved as well. Now, the only other option is you might also see what we call a comment. So beyond the rejection, we give you as teams options to actually communicate in a record. So again, you'll see a comment was created for you. So you can click on that. It's going to take you in and you can see the comment. And now you can actually communicate with the audit team or whoever's sending you that comment. And what we want to do, if we want to reply to this, we can just say, we need to make sure that we at the person that we want this to go to. So that would be probably your internal team. And then you can also do here are the docs. And note that you can upload things. You can add a URL here, or you can again use similarly, you can just upload your file here. And once you submit that, as long as you've added the person that it's supposed to go to, they will actually get a notification that a comment has been responded to or replied to for them. And you see here now I've got that response from you, and I can click in and I can look at this and I can continue the conversation if I need to. Okay, so that's how we work with the C1 Risk platform. We do this so that we can keep this evidence in perpetuity. And this is also an automation platform, so we can send you these notifications every time we need something for audit. We're also minimizing the amount of time that you have to spend on doing this, because instead of asking you for a document 4 or 5 times for 5 different audits, we can apply this one document that you provided to all of those different audits as long as it fits the evidence period. So we truly appreciate your partnership and working with the compliance and audit team to do this. This is a very important part of a company's operations, and this will help your audit team make sure that they're always ready for audit and pass with flying colors. So that concludes our training for today. Thank you.